Setting your back in the deadlift can be a tough thing. So if you struggle to set your back in the deadlift, or if you're working with someone that struggles to set their back in the deadlift, we're going to give you an example today of how getting it wrong can help you get it right.
In this approach, we're going to set the bar on the pins with some weight on the bar. We don't need a lot of weight, just enough to allow us to put some tension on the bar, some upward pull, without actually allowing the bar to start moving upward. We're setting the bar on the pins because when we go through the 5-step setup for the deadlift, most people find it easier to set the back in extension from this higher position as compared to the usual position wherein the plates are on the floor. Here I have the bar set just below my knees, but if you need to start higher than this, that's perfectly acceptable. Back flexion, or rounding your back, is pretty easy for most people to achieve, and we're going to take advantage of that here. I'm going to cue myself to flex my back or round my back first. In other words, I'm going to do it wrong. Remember, a person who struggles with back extension can usually do this part pretty well. In fact, this is usually the default position. But if you need a little additional help, you can cue yourself to round your back as high in the air as possible, or cue yourself to make your back into a mountain. But make sure that your shins stay in contact with the bar, and the bar must remain motionless. From your hips on down, nothing should move or change shape, only your back. Once I'm in this position, I can feel what it's like to do it incorrectly. So I'm simply going to cue myself to do the exact opposite of what I just did. I'm going to push my belly down between my thighs. If my back was a mountain before, I cue myself to make it a valley now, which is technically an OverCue, but we'll cover that in a little bit. And I'm simply going to do a few reps alternating between these positions of flexion and extension. The cues now become flex, extend, or simply round, arch. The cues arch or make a valley are both actually overcues, as I don't want my back actually arched or overextended. I just want it straight, but they can be useful overcues, and usually a person who struggles to achieve extension probably won't overextend his or her back anyway. Once you can set your back in extension at a given pin height, move the pins lower and repeat the process. Something like a set of 5 reps works pretty well. If you're working on your own, you're going to need to record yourself so you can watch it afterward and see if you were indeed setting your back in extension. Once you've graduated, so to speak, from a certain height, continue to work lower and lower until you're setting up correctly for a regular deadlift with the plates on the floor.
We hope this was useful, and if it was, please let us know. Hit the subscribe button or give us a thumbs up or leave us a comment below. We'll see you next time, and as always, we hope this helps you get stronger and live better.